What's up, y'all? Retired dude here. Today, or not today, but later on tonight, is road trip time. I'm leaving for Orlando tonight. Myself, I'm taking SVR life with me. We're going to roll down to Orlando, spend about 10 to 14 days down there, and hang out with the family for a few days, and then go to Orlando, hit Jacksonville, and come back. And I'm going to, usually when I go down there, it takes me about 13 hours to make that trip, and straight do gas and keep on rolling. But this time, because I'm doing YouTube now, my plan is to see interesting things, see interesting people, see if I can convince some people to join in on my new upstart YouTube channel. Let them let me review them, or just talk to them, or comment to them, whatever we come up with. And then I'm gonna string all that together into a video and put it out when I come back. I'm either gonna string it together when I'm in Florida or when I come back, haven't decided yet, and then put it out and see what people think about it. I mean, we'll know by how many reviews I get or don't get, you know. But if it's interesting to me, it doesn't necessarily mean it's interesting to somebody else. But to my 82 subscribers that I have so far, thank you, 82 subscribers, helping me get this channel up and started. I'm gonna do a road trip video. So what you got there, Pat? A snake. My neighbor Pat found a snake. Let me see that snake, Pat.
Little bit of baby snake.
Look at that. Is that thing alive?
Yeah, it's alive.
Okay, that's enough for me. So, so Pat found a snake. Thanks for introducing that snake to us, Pat. And I will string that video together and get it out as soon as I'm either in Florida or when I'm back. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good morning, folks. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's time for the road trip. About to lock the house up. And as I said, I'm headed down to Orlando for about 10 to 14 days. Visit family and deal with some family drama down there. And as a retired person, you know, I'm finally going to be able to take a trip to Orlando and not rush to get there. I can take my time, and if I see something interesting, curious, I can stop and investigate it. So I'm about to get in here and get this Range Rover started on a 3 o'clock in the morning cold start. Try not to wake up the neighbors. They're probably going to wake up anyway, you know. I'm going to get these exhaust valves open. Exhaust valves open. And let's get the cold start going. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Woo! That's why I drive Rita most of the time, so I don't wake up the neighbors and disturb them with that. But I still love it though. That's why I bought it. So I'm all ready to go. Got all my stuff that I need for traveling. Pop-Tarts, camera gear, whatever else. Dashboard lit up, ready to go. It's kind of dark out here, so you can't see much, but once the sun comes up, I'll do a little bit more recording. Let's see what kind of interesting things I can run into on the way to Florida. It should take me about 13 to 15 hours to get there. It's 960 miles from here. It's a trip I make pretty often. Then I'm going to run up to Jacksonville, Florida to visit my daughter. And then I'm going to come back to Bossier in about I live in Bossier City, Louisiana. I'm going to come back in about 14 days, or about the 14th day of this month. So, hope y'all having a great morning. Hope I have a safe trip. I got my coffee, done my prayers for the morning. Thanking God for a great trip. Hope you guys have a great day. And I hope I give you an entertaining video that you will enjoy watching. See you soon when the sun comes up. So here we are, still in town. About to hit Interstate 49 South, headed towards Lafayette, Alexandria, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, that general direction, south. Since I live in northwest Louisiana, we are headed towards South Louisiana. Interstate 49 South down to Interstate 10 East. It was crazy. I have this Range Rover Sport SVR in eco mode. Man, this thing loses all power in eco. It's just lagging. They take their eco seriously, man. So I'm about to make this turn. Got the heads-up display on. The map is set. Trying to save gas in this thing, which is why I have it on eco. I'm about to be on the highway for hundreds of miles, so there's no sense keeping this thing in dynamic sport and all that. But I swear it feels like it's running on 4 cylinders, maybe 2. But here we go. We're about to get on 49 South. And when the sun comes up, I'll see you then. First stop on the trip. I'm in Covington, Louisiana.
This is my 567.
Where's the rest of your crew?
No one works here.
Huh?
It's me.
Good grief. This poor lady's working by herself at McDonald's in Covington, Louisiana.
And these people are really cursing me out.
Really? They shouldn't do that. That's not very nice at all.
I'm trying to keep it together. Best recipe.
You're doing a fine job.
All right.
So I'm making a video for my YouTube channel, and I'm telling those people that you are here by yourself
Oh yeah.
in Covington.
No one cares.
So I care.
I appreciate it.
My followers care.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
I'll be right
Do
up there.
the best you can. Okay. I'll wait for you. So she's up here doing the best she can, working by herself in this McDonald's at Covington, Louisiana. Is her name on here? No, her name's not on here. St. Tammany Parish. So she's up here working by herself in a whole McDonald's, running the drive-through. People are mad at her. So this is my first stop on the trip, and the Range Rover did. I've gone 300 miles from the time I left the house. 320 miles, 19.6 miles to the gallon, and I averaged about 70 miles an hour. And once she brings me my food, I'm about to hit the road again. This is my first long trip in the vehicle in this Range Rover SVR since I bought it. And I've already discovered some things about it that I like and don't like. I've had Range Rovers before, never had an SVR. So because somebody already asked me in the comments to do a things I like best and not like best.
Sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Things I like best and don't like best about the S550. I'm definitely going to do one about the Range Rover, about the things I've discovered already that I like best and the things I don't like best. So I've got my gas. I've got my food from McDonald's. I'm about to hit the road again, and I will hit y'all up in a little bit on this road trip that y'all are taking with me. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Let me show you this right here. That's the line of cars. And in the drive-through, the business is closed. It's open, but there's nobody in there working. All the doors are locked. She's in there working by herself. That's pretty sad. But she's doing the best she can. So, see you in a little bit, folks. There's a sign there that says, "Welcome to Mississippi." So we made it to Mississippi. And as long as I got the camera on, let me talk about some of the things that I've discovered about the SVR that I like and don't like, just briefly. I drove it at night, of course, started at 3 o'clock in the morning, and discovered that the auto high beams work very well. They come on and off at the appropriate time. They're very bright too. The headlights in this thing are very bright. The build quality in this thing, amazing, but I already knew that from owning 3 in the past. The refrigerator, gotta have it. If you get one of these, you gotta get the fridge. The heads-up display is amazing, very bright, crystal clear. You don't even need the screen in the front of you with the heads-up display. The ride on the highway, it's a little bit. You can hear the tires a little bit. This vehicle is not insulated for quiet luxury, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's smooth, but I can hear the tires a little bit. The features on it, it has every feature that you need: navigation, Bluetooth, Android, CarPlay, all that stuff. As far as inputting things, though, when you input things, it's a little bit slow. Whenever you're typing things in, it takes a fair bit of time for it to. Well, when I say fair bit of time, if you put a letter or a number in for navigation, it takes a half a second for it to do something. It's not instantaneous, but it's not something that will stop me from buying the vehicle, because once you get it set, it's set. The heated windshield is amazing. I needed to use that this morning. And of course, you can't really tell when you look at the windshield from in here, but there's a whole lot of very, very thin lines in it that run vertical up and down the windshield. They're not thick like the ones in the back, but they heat the windshield up pretty quick. On the cruise control, the distance cruise control works amazing. You can set that thing from literally 2 car lengths from the car in front of you to 6 car lengths away. It doesn't jerk. Whenever it slows down for a vehicle in front of you, it does a gradual slow. It doesn't like slam on the brakes and break your neck or anything like that. And these seats are ridiculously comfortable. To be race-looking seats, they're very comfortable. They are heated and cooled. I wish they were massaged. They're not massaged. That would help. I don't know if that's an option or was an option in 2019, but they're still very comfortable. Some things I don't like about it that much: the steering assist is ridiculous. The Mercedes steering assist is very, very smooth. It keeps you between the lines pretty evenly and will gradually steer for you. This steering assist here is kind of brutal. If it runs to like the extreme of the lines on the solid line side, on the right, and the dotted line on the left, when it will ride to the extreme of the line, and then it will like jerk you back over to the other side, and then it won't like adjust between the lines. It kind of goes to the extreme of the line on the other side, and then it jerks you back over to the other side, and it doesn't really seem to line up in between the lines and stay there. I would imagine that from behind, I look like a drunk driver. So when I was at work doing police work, if I saw that, I would definitely feel like I have probable cause for a traffic stop for possible intoxicated driving. That's the way it feels inside the vehicle. But you know, you learn to live with it, and if you keep your hand on the steering wheel, you can see it coming, and you can kind of adjust it. The jerky part only happens when you take your hand off the wheel and let the Range Rover do its own thing. The ride on it in the city now, when I was coming out of here, it's jarring a little bit. This suspension is not geared to luxury; it's geared to sport. So, but on the highway, once you get going on the highway, it gets very smooth, but you can still feel things in the road. You can still hear things, but you don't buy this for quietness. You don't buy this for a complete luxury ride. But it's not unbearably brutal. And of course, you know, for me, the things I don't like that much, the steering assist, I don't have to use it. The turn signals I do not like, they are horribly loud. Listen to this, if you can hear it. Those are the turn signals. They're just ridiculously loud, and I don't think they need to be that loud. But the steering assist, I don't have to use it. The turn signals, they're too noisy. It doesn't have massaging seats. The tech is a little bit slow, and you know the ride can be harsh. It's at low speed. That's it. The things I like about it: the auto high beams, the build quality, refrigerator, the heads-up display, the decent ride on the highway. Um, the features that it does have, the heated windshield, the distance cruise control, the comfortable seats, those things outweigh the bad things. And that's just a brief, what am I doing? My brief road trip synopsis of what I like and don't like about the Range Rover Sport. But none of the things I don't like are enough to stop me from buying it, that's for sure. Now that we're in Mississippi, we're going to get on down the road a little bit more. When I stopped at the gas station, there was nothing there interesting for me to record. It was a very, very small gas station, and but I'll do some more at the next stop, or if I see something on the side of the road, I'll pull over. And hope you guys are enjoying your day wherever you are. We are leaving Mississippi, folks, and we are now in Alabama. This is what an Alabama road looks like compared to a Mississippi road. Hope you're enjoying the trip. So we're almost halfway to Orlando. I stopped in Alabama at the USS Battleship Memorial Park. So we're going to get out, walk around, and let you see what the Battleship Park looks like. It's pretty windy out here. Hopefully the windsock will keep the wind out, but probably not. I may have to delete this video. Hopefully not. A lot of stuff out here, military-wise, and let's get out and take a look and see what you guys can see. I've been here before, but hopefully I can get a good recording out of this for you. It's pretty windy out here. So for a first trip, SVR Life and I are doing pretty good. No problems. And here's the Battleship Park. That is the USS Alabama, if you've never seen it before. It's pretty big. I wonder if they could restart that thing and get it out there and do something. Coast Guard aircraft. A lot of stuff out here. That thing is, I would imagine, small by today's standards, but it's still pretty big. Here's an F-18. Hey folks, there's an F-18. Do not enter. There's a SR-71 Blackbird. There's something hidden behind this container. Looks like an F-16. It needs to be reconditioned. The canopy's all messed up. But there's a F-16. Oh, here's something else. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure somebody may know. SR-71 Blackbird is up close as I can get to one. Man, those engines are huge. You really have to be here to get the scale of the size of these engine nacelles. I mean, you could literally crouch down inside of there and walk around inside that thing. It's so gigantic. I gather this must be an SR-71 engine. Look at all of that stuff going on. Wow. Wires and tubes and stuff everywhere. There are people in this country who have a problem with that. Can you believe that? F-14 Tomcat. Another F-18. Here's some version of a Russian something, T-72, T-62, whatever. Ukraine is putting a lot of those out of service. T-69, it says on that paper over there. There's an Abrams tank. There's an F-15. There is a, whatever that's called in the Navy version, with the tail folded up. Here's a bunch of personnel carriers, guns, the M60 Patton tank. Some other big gun. There's a Dakota right there. There's a Sherman with the turret turned backwards. There's a Pershing tank. General Pershing, his tank. And there is the battleship Alabama. There's a museum tour inside of there, but I'm trying to make time to Orlando, so I don't have time to stop for the whole tour. I just wanted to stop and give people a look at this on our way to Orlando. These birds are on the tour also. They want to get some of the action. There's SVR life, taking a break from the road. Got some more aircraft out there. Excuse the jitteriness, but it's very, very windy out here. I hope I can save the audio on this. B-52 bomber. The USS Alabama Parkway, or Park, Memorial Park. A lot of room out here for more aircraft and boats whenever they get around to it. And there is Interstate 10 that leads to Orlando, which is where I'm about to get to in about 2 minutes when I get back in SVR life. USS Alabama. I was on the phone with my brother, and unfortunately, I missed the opportunity to record the Welcome to Florida sign on the side of the road. But just wanted to let you know, we're in Florida now. This is what Florida roads look like compared to Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. We've got about 6 more hours to go, and we will be at my sister's house. Well, I'm on my second gas stop. I am 638 miles into a 960-mile trip. I haven't found anything interesting car-wise to investigate. Been to a couple of rest stops. I've been to gas stations, McDonald's parking lots. I've not run into anything interesting other than the museum. That's always there. I haven't seen even a basic Corvette on the road. I haven't seen anything. And I've been gone since 3 o'clock in the morning, and it is 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been gone for 12 hours. And usually I just drive straight through. I would have been there by now, and I still have 300 plus miles to go. And I've come across nothing interesting. Man, I don't want to make a boring road trip video, but I'm going to post it anyway. See who watches it. But I hope you watch it all. Watch it all and subscribe. But I've come into nothing interesting. I'm in another McDonald's parking lot. This one isn't like the last one. The last one I went to, that poor lady was working by herself. This one here has parking lot's kind of low now, but when I first got here, it was jam-packed full of cars, and there was a full load of people in there. There's a Dickey's barbecue over there, and there's a Dairy Queen right there, and I got gas over there at that TA gas stop. And I'm about to go back on the road and try to find something interesting at my third stop. I got one more gas stop to make before I get to the family house. And I'll try to find something interesting. But if not, I'm sure I'll find a Cars and Coffee down here. I'm going to be down here for like 10 to 14, from the 10th to the 14th, or before I leave, I'll find something interesting. But hang in there with me. Hope you're having a great day. Well, here's an update. About 30 miles, 38 and a half miles from my exit south on Interstate 75 to Orlando. There's an exit up here, exit 258. Everything from 258 down about 5 exits is closed. Doesn't say why. Probably an accident. And they're diverting all traffic off of 258 to take an alternate route. And according to the GPS, it's going to add 45 minutes to my trip. So here I am now, about to make this exit that they're about to make us take. You can see right here, They're diverting all traffic off the road. So the next 5 exits are closed for some reason. And now I've got to get off the road. And I don't know if you can see all that, but all the cars are bunching up on the exit ramp. And this is going to add 45 minutes to my trip. That's about the most excitement I've had on my road trip. So I took a roundabout way down some country road, and I think I may have found a way around to the interstate. We're about to find out in a second. It looks like I came out on the other side of where the road was blocked. I need to go to Lake City. And there's a sign right there for Lake City. Woohoo! Got it. And there's the police cars over there. They're keeping the cars off the interstate. Man, I wish I could get a zoom in on that. But here I am, back on the interstate, 10 East. I think I cut that 40 minutes on my trip down to like an extra 10 or 15. So we're back on our way. I think I minimized that 40-mile add-on to my trip down to about the 10 or 15 that I just took. So now I'm back on Interstate 10 East. I should be coming to 75 South in about 30 miles. And on my way to Orlando. A little off schedule, but on the way just the same. We are now on Interstate 75 South. Been on it for a few minutes, 15 minutes or so. And this is the road that leads to the 4 tollway that leads to Orlando. 75 is a pretty high speed road. I mean, you can easily see cars out here doing over 100 miles an hour. The closer you get to Miami, it's crazy out here. But that's where we are, Interstate 75 South. Well, folks, we're almost done. 41 miles to go. We're in Wildwood, Florida, almost to Orlando. I'm in a travel plaza. There's a name, but I can't pronounce it. Travel plaza is the same as a truck stop. It has a spot for cars, 18-wheelers, campers. You can get water, gas, dump your tanks, whatever. Inside the plaza there, they have KFC, Wendy's, Dunkin' Donuts. They won't let you film in there. And there's a Shell gas station here. So I'm almost done. Vehicles out here getting gas, but as I've encountered on this trip, I've found nothing interesting that I can record or even discuss with people during this entire trip. I haven't found anybody with any interesting vehicles, even a lowrider Honda, anything, not a single thing. But I'm in Orlando, so I will be in Orlando. I'll find something this week, I'm sure. Just not for the road trip video. I wanted to make a road trip video of interesting people and interesting things. Just haven't run into anything. But anyway, almost done. Let's get this trip done. And I hope you guys have enjoyed your day. And let's finish this up. Sister, I gotta do I made it to the house video.
Go ahead, I'm pulling it out. What's going on, Louisiana family and the worldwide?
That's YouTube. That's the YouTube family.
Oh, YouTube family and worldwide.
YouTube family, I made it to my sister's house in Orlando. It is 10:30 at night, 18-hour drive. And anybody who stuck with me on this trip, I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I didn't get some of the stuff I wanted to get, but I did the best I could. And when you finish watching the video, like, share, subscribe, and all that good YouTube stuff. Hope you enjoyed your day, and I'll see you the next time.